Welcome back. I think you can see how excited I am to be discussing this incredible organization. For a decade now, the Amoyo Performing Arts Foundation has been transforming lives one step, one note, and one performance at a time. And what a mark they have made as they celebrate their 10th anniversary with what sounds like a breathtaking production, Stargazing at the Artscape. We are refinding a little bit more about their incredible story of resilience, of passion, clearly, and artistic excellence that has now shaped this remarkable journey. And joining us on the couch to take us inside are the co-founders, Kim Conley, Mandisa Kwesha, and Nandipa Santlana, to share more about this milestone moment. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I feel like putting you on a stage in the Artscape, because that's a big thing.
Yes.
That is massive. So I know that's one part of this incredible story, but let's not forget the 10 years that have brought us to this part. So I'm going to walk down the line here. Kim, maybe I can start with you. A bit of background into the organization for those who don't know what you do. How do you guys roll?
We roll at a very fast speed.
With little legs and little feet,
First of all, thank you so much for having us here this morning.
Absolute pleasure.
10 years ago, we joined forces, and we are all professionals in the performing arts industry.
Brilliant.
Dancing, African genres, contemporary, fusion, djembe drumming, pansula, gumboot, amapiano.
You try and come up with a genre that they haven't got covered. I love that.
And then I brought in the speech and drama and the singing and musical theatre side, not as strongly as I would have liked to, because we have all had to juggle many, many balls over the years.
In a perfect world, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. We had a vision of churning out the most talented children in South Africa, which I think we're close on that anyway. But actually,
you will see in a moment, yeah.
But actually, the core mission changed very quickly when we realized that understanding of core values, commitment, lack of confidence in communication, not saying please and thank you, and just looking at the struggle, the state of the nation.
Sure.
Where are the biggest problems? What are the children not getting enough of to make a real stand as somebodies in the world?
Completely.
And so we really looked at what can we do on a daily basis, starting lessons with explaining what gratitude is. So Amoyo means spirit of appreciation. Our whole philosophy is, let's start with, first of all, what can we be grateful for? Let's focus on what we do have and what we don't have. Teaching our children not to use us as a drop-in center, respecting teachers, respecting each other, respecting oneself, and respecting the donors who make this possible. That our children can't go through life thinking, let me just take when it suits me, because that's not going to stand you in life as an adult. You've got to show up for yourself. And you'll see, and this is what blew me away, not really having an understanding of the potential and power of the African genres. I'm the first to admit it. The level of training that specifically my co-founders give is mind-blowing. Because we don't have studios, we don't have endless rehearsal time, we don't have luxuries of time, and we have to do everything in our power to give professional first-world education.
Every second,
Every single second.
You know, as you're speaking here, I'm thinking critical thinking. I'm hearing soft skills development. But we are talking about 100%. Pinnacle kind of human currency elements here that are vital to be successful in life. And you're able to achieve this by pushing these kids through quite an intense gateway, I would imagine. But you're proving that we can go from the base level of life in South Africa to the pinnacle of achievement. And that's what the arts can give us.
Absolutely.
Impact. Mandi, talk me through what happens in the kids when this happens, when they get introduced into this space.
Well, at Amoyo, we strive to make our children, first of all, feel welcome, that they belong, and we try to instill in them that it is a safe space for them. So they come there, from the moment they get in, the excitement is there, the smiles, and when they come in and then they see us, there's most of them, especially the primary kids, they come there very early, even though the class starts at 3, some of them are there at 1:30, because they just can't wait. They're just that excited to get into the class and to start dancing. Like Kim said, we lure them in with the dancing because that's what they love. And then when we get to know them, then we realize, this is what we need to do more for these kids.
And sometimes the brain can't understand.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Sometimes we don't have the tools to be able to work through something, but we move through it and we start processing. What are we going to be processing? How are we going to be bringing this all together in stargazing? An incredible moment on stage at the Artscape Theatre, guys.
So with stargazing, what we wanted to do was we wanted to tell, first of all, the story of Amoyo, where it started from, the journey, and where we are right now. And through that, we also wanted to tell the story of a child that starting at Amoyo, what they can expect. So with stargazing, we have Nhlanhla that plays Shakira, and Shakira is just a normal teenager who comes home from school and then changes bags from a school bag to her dance bag, and then she goes to the dance class, and on her way she encounters these boys, street boys, and they start questioning about what she's wearing and why she's wearing it. So she starts to educate them by telling them that this is meant for this type of dance, contemporary, ballet, and all this, and these boys are so, what do you mean? What is contemporary? Like, what is ballet? So what happens is, while she's educating them, the audience get educated, especially coming from I would say the black community, because our parents really don't know what that is.
Yeah, you don't know.
They've never heard of ballet. They've never heard of contemporary. So even though she's educating them, the audience also get to listen to, so this is what they're talking about.
I love it. And young people then get to see themselves represented in this narrative in a way that helps them understand doors are going to be kicked down, glass ceilings are going to be smashed. I look back over my own career that started as a teenager. My core memories are on stage, as a child acting on stage. There is something so powerful about that moment. What difference do you see in the children when they're in this space? Because often I would imagine this is set against a very challenging background. They've got to step out of one reality and into a very different space. What's that like for them? What reaction do you see?
You see, now that they're doing that stargaze performances, so it's most of them is going to be the first time to be on stage. They've never been on stage, especially in theater. So it's mind-blowing because they are happy to be on stage, and we make sure that each and every child get a chance to be on stage. Doesn't matter if they don't know what they're doing, but we'll push and make sure each and every child get a space to be shine on stage.
And get their space. Yeah, exactly, and get their space in the world, because if they haven't tasted it, haven't felt it, how do they take ownership of that? I would imagine you guys are reaching for resources all the time. Where are the major pressure points? Where do you need help?
The major pressure points.
All right.
Let me start.
Shall we just take over the show?
How do I count the ways?
We have very little funding at the moment. We offer 38 classes a week.
Sure.
From grade 1 to matric. We are a professional organisation. We have to run as a business. And it is due to the world climate that a lot of funding hasn't materialised in the last 12 months. Sadly, we've also been let down without given notice. And if somebody says they're going to pledge, whether it's 50 Rand or 100,000 Rand...
That's accounted for,
That is accounted for. And a lot of people come and visit and say, oh, we're going to support, and then we never hear from them again. And it's been very heartbreaking. It's been incredibly hard, especially as we made it through COVID.
I know, you feel like the worst is behind us.
The universe. We made it through COVID. We're at a critical stage now where we do have a reputation, and I like to think that it's a wonderful one.
For sure.
We're just about to sign on the dotted line for land that the city is granting us to build a mobile facility, so mobile classrooms that we can have all our classes on one site, which will allow us to get revenue from visiting tourists that we can't have now. We'll be able to have a feeding program, which we don't have kitchen facilities at the moment.
Sure.
We'll be able to allow external children who want to pay We've got a lot of children in Hout Bay whose parents are able to contribute and they want to join our
commercialise this
programs.
in the right
so
kind of way,
we can
for
open up a
sure.
few spots in every class, which is going to bring in collaboration. It's going to be so diversity within the classroom.
Real-time community
Real-time
connection, for
community.
sure. I get that.
We want to start the children on computer skills. We get so many opportunities or offers of volunteerism. We can't accept that
can't
volunteerism. We've got
facilitate it,
people who
yeah.
want to come and tutor and do reading, and we can't. So we are looking, please consider Amoyo for a small or monthly donation or corporate social responsibility.
I know some people in building, I know some people in solar, I know some people who are looking for this kind of purpose-driven
yes,
connection to
please.
community.
yes.
So I think if anything, don't lose heart, because as much as, yes, we are going through a very difficult globally,
Yeah.
I think when it comes to this kind of investment in the social space, I've also seen from my little place here that there is a lot more interest in the social development space, because that's where the magic is happening and the
Yes.
real
Yes.
growth opportunities are.
May I-
So thank you so much. How do we get tickets? How do we get tickets on the course?
We are selling tickets at every Pick and Pay store.
Brilliant.
Web Tickets is the main ticket provider.
Yes.
You just go to Web Tickets, you find stargazing, and we've made tickets 180 Rand for the 2 evening performances. And because we really want as many children to come and be inspired and influenced and moved and educated,
Yes.
this is a really good learning opportunity for schools to bring groups as
It's a
well.
living workshop. I like it.
Yeah. And so the Saturday afternoon show is 80 Rand per ticket.
Wow. If you're looking for your first foray into the corporate sponsorship space, I would suggest connecting with the school, expose them to other young people and what they can do, the potential when they start stargazing for real. And we're going to give you a chance to do a little stargazing in a moment. We have got the young children, the real stars of the show, ready to perform. Are they ready for the artscape? We'll find out in just a moment.
Yes.